And we're live. Welcome to take two. We're live, and welcome to the writer's life, the place where you get the sights, sounds, smells, tastes of my particular writer's life, and where you get the truth about the writer's life. Subscribe if you haven't already. Punch the like button and click the bell for notifications so you don't miss out on one single. I should move these up. I got the Kindle first thing. So you don't miss out on one single exciting video. So, all right. So I'm going to talk about AI again. I think this is my second time, maybe. Anyway, but there's more and more stories coming out about it. There are some would-be writers out there, or even some experienced writers out there, who are definitely under the impression, that like they can use ChatGPT or the new Bing stuff or whatever to like up their production to like 10,000 books a day or something crazy, right? I don't know, 10 books a day maybe or something. I don't know. And some people are doing that, and it's crushing them. They're getting like canceled by like finally Kindle Select or not Kindle Select, but Kindle Direct Publishing, and hopefully Vela is realizing that since this became available, since the AI became available, writers are taking advantage of the system and just flooding it with a bunch of shit. Because that's what it is. It's not even really excuse me. It's not even really AI. In other words, it really can't write a story for you, even though you could tell it to. It just takes what's already existing in the on the internet and just putting it into sentences that are readable and things like that, and paragraphs and whatever. For shits and giggles, I asked it to write a Moonlight story. I just want to see what would come out, and it was awful. It was crap, but it was based on what was available online. Now, I firmly believe this is one of the reasons why the Vela bonuses significantly dropped in January of this year, because that it happened to coincide right around the time ChatGPT came out, and all these assholes started using it to write stories, and they would just flood the system with it. And so therefore you had to share like your hard-earned bonus with these scammers. There's always going to be scammers taking advantage of new technologies, always. And of course they're going to ruin it for everybody. It happened with Audible. Audible used to pay you for free codes. You got paid for it. Every free code you gave away, you got paid the amount of whatever the cost of the audiobook was. It was a great deal for authors until jerks, like these two brothers in particular, I forget their names, and they've sort of disappeared, decided to start scamming the system and like putting out 1 million audible books a day or something. I don't know how they did it, but they would just hire out on like Fiverr, and they put out all sorts of crap and collect those free bonuses. I can't talk today. Anyway, they would collect the free codes and cash them in. Okay, so they ruined it for everybody because Audible they're like, okay, we can't do this anymore. You'll no longer be paid for your free codes. Sorry. So there's always scammers that are going to ruin it for everybody. But luckily, I think all the platforms, and I'm sure the traditional publishers are like, they're like, okay, this is definitely AI written. So therefore, this person will never work with us again. Accounts will be canceled, the whole bit. So watch yourself. If you're thinking about doing this, watch your ass. You're going to get caught. It's really just stealing. Plus, even if you were to do this, if it were like legit, you don't own the copyright because it's material that exists already on the internet, and it's not public domain. So There's the legal end of it. That said, ChatGPT, for instance, can be a very useful and time-saving tool for freelance writers and for fiction writers. If you're looking for, like if I need like if I need it to find an article for maybe a blog I'm writing, um, it might take me like 10, 15 minutes, even 20 minutes to like go through Google and see what's available in both the news and what's current, what's not. And chat chat can help you with that. Like, you could say what articles are available on, the war in Ukraine or whatever, and it'll quickly boom, 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 boom. This is, you know, or what are some hot topics right now on the war in Ukraine or whatever, and it'll list them, And so that's a really great time saver. In terms of fiction, like I think I asked it today about like what was the proper form of crucifixion in Jerusalem in the first century, and like instead of like going through all these, all this information on Google, it just like concisely put together what exactly crucifixion is and stuff like that. And I thought that's like a neat little tool, research tool. So we've gone from like having to go to the library and sit down and check out books and to the internet, which you used to plug into your phone and it was slow as hell, to then you have this, and and then you had Google, and it made things a lot faster, made the research process a lot faster. But now you got quote artificial intelligence, even though it's still pretty dumb. So that's really what I'm trying to get at. Now that we're at this stage, because some people out there like are really like espousing, like, oh, this is how we can get AI to work for you as a writer to increase your production and make you richer and all this sort of stuff. And it's all horseshit. I'm starting to get like 5 emails a day about it, and like stop emailing me. I just spam it. No one's ever going to replace your voice. No one's ever going to replace your style. And believe me, the people who pay attention to your work are going to know damn well if you're pulling the wool over their eyes. So use AI at your own risk. And someone's chiming in. Big Philly. Ray Bradbury's rolling his grave with this AI scamming. Yeah, and he saw it coming, of course. He, Isaac Asimov, all those guys saw this stuff coming. Of course they did. And they all knew then that it would never replace a real writer. No way. They got it doing like voiceovers and I think I told you already, like they had there was a commercial for food that had Tony Bourdain's voice narrating it, and I only heard it once, and I'm sure like his his lawyer or whatever like put an end to that one or lodged an immediate lawsuit, because Tony's been dead a while. He's not doing any commercials for anybody. So anyway, stuff like that's going on. It's just scams. People take advantage of all this shit, and like people are just assholes sometimes, right? Anyway, that's all I got to say. Thanks for chiming in, Big Philly. That's all I got to say on a Friday. I will come to you guys tomorrow if there's like a Black Swan event. If not, rest easy. I'll see you guys on Sunday. God willing. Ciao, ciao.